everybody, welcome to your 2015 September stars. This year has gone really fast. It's going really fast. I don't know where half the months have gone. September is going to be an awful lot of changes for us again, a lot of things happening, a lot of profound changes going on around us. I thought this month, because it's quite a big month, I would use my old tarot deck. I don't know if I've got the book for it. My Ciro Margetti, Gateway to the Divine Tarot. So that is the one that I'm using this month, and usually when I use that deck, it's a little bit more focused, it's a little bit more in depth, a lot more thought-provoking than the usual readings that I do, where this will happen in work, this will happen in relationships. It's more focused in. So do remember to look out for your moon sign and your rising sign as well, to give you some extra clarity if it doesn't resonate with you, because they are more focused in. They're not quite as scattered as my other readings, which I'll stick to doing them like that during the week this month. I just thought, with it being September and with it being we've got 2 eclipses this month, so I just thought I'd do a little bit of a deeper reading for you this month. So to have a look at what is going on this month, I'm not going to go into the full astrology because I'm not very good at astrology. I go more off the energies of the full moons, and the new moons, so that's what I sort of go through when I go through things. So September the 6th, we have got Venus is finally going direct. This is going to be felt up until October the 8th. Thank goodness. That's really good that it's going forward. But the first 10 days of September are a really important turning point for a lot of us, that reveals the new order or the new way of how we're going to do things. Any changes of heart that came around during the Venus retrograde and have sort of stuck with you, and you've made your decision on those, and any new priorities that you've planned or you thought of, those can now be implemented and put solidly into place. Any bad relationships are now going to be left behind, and we can start to do repair work on that begins on relationships and the projects that have passed the test of the retrograde. On September the 13th 2015, we've got a solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Virgo, and it's really important really important with the new moon in Virgo, and with it being a partial solar eclipse. Remember that eclipses are all about creating changes in your life that you want to last. So focus on issues, focus on wishes that are going to stand the test of time when this solar eclipse comes round. Make your wishes, make your questions, and ask your guides and angels, and ask your higher consciousness, and ask things like, if you're looking for a relationship, what do I need to do to be in order? What do I need to do in order to be in a relationship that serves me and respects me and makes me feel part of a team, that makes me feel good? And when you create wishes and questions like that are designed for the big picture, not temporary, the universe is going to respond to that. And the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is all about eclipsing the bad out of your life and creating the good that you want to last, that has that lasting duration to stay around as well. Some of the changes that come your way will be fated and destined, and you won't have a chance to not let them happen. There isn't a thing you can do about it for those that are fated. What you can do between now and then is prepare yourself to be okay with any surprises and any changes that come about that you haven't got control about. during the solar eclipse. When the new moon is in Virgo for this eclipse, organisation, responsibility and attention to detail is going to be really important themes of where this is. This is where you're going to see the changes in both your love and your work life. And once you have asked for your wishes, go with the flow as much as you can and let the changes just come in on their own, in their own way, without trying to predict the exact way in which things will happen. Just let it flow, let it come in. We don't know how things are going to happen, you just know that they are going to happen, but we don't know in what way they're going to happen. And then moving on to September the 17th. September the 17th through to October the 9th, we've got Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is in Libra, so that's in my sign. So Mercury retrograde is the planet that rules communications, travel, short journeys, messages, communication, emails, phone calls, computers, and in any general retrograde period we can always expect delays on all of these matters, and travel or road related hiccups as well. If there is any time of year that you are going to experience any of these delays, it's going to be during the Mercury retrograde. So back up all your technology, back up your disks on your computer, double and triple check travel arrangements, and hand deliver any important documents. Don't let them get lost in the post. Pay extra attention to all that sort of thing. Because this one is happening in Libra, expect messages involving partnerships to have special importance to you. And if you've been waiting for a lover, a past love to come back to you, again, Mercury retrograde, because it's in Libra, which is the zodiac sign of partnerships and balance, it's the time of year when this is most likely to happen, so watch out for that. Now, September the 27th, we've got a full lunar eclipse in Aries, and this supermoon poses a lot of good things. With a full moon in Aries, all the Aries traits are going to come out, so passion, drive, leadership, confidence, and instincts are all going to be highlighted for all of the sun signs to make use of. And we know that with the eclipse moons, when they've got that energy, it's about 10 times more potent than a regular normal full moon is. And so with you've got the Aries energy in there, it's really going to burn fires, and it's going to do that for all the signs in the zodiac. So if you've got any burning drive, any burning desires in your life right now, follow every single instinct, opportunity that comes your way, and if you can do that, you will certainly see some really magical results. And things to avoid during this period that are bad tempers. Walk away from any arguments that come your way during this period, and certainly keep your temper at bay when it comes around, because there'll be a few frayed nerves at this time as well, and a good chance you might want to argue with somebody. So keep that at bay, be careful of that, and just watch out for that. So we've got a lot of interesting things happening this month. Obviously there's a lot of other astrological things as well, but I don't know an awful lot about those, but there's plenty of other readers on there that you can go through and find out every single date of what's going on. I just wanted to highlight the ones that I know of that interest me, and are most prevalent to the energies that I feel and when I do the cards and everything. So there we go. So have a brilliant September. There's going to be an awful lot of things going on, good and bad, for all of us. I say the bad things may be karmic, we might not be able to do much about them, just go with the flow, ride through them, and make sure the good things are the things that we want, that we really want. Make September special, Okay, so on with your stars. Namaste, blessings and light. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your Google Pluses, everything. And if you'd like a private reading from me, just click up in the corner, get yourself booked in for a reading. I'd love to do one for you. And have a great one. Okay, bye. Hi Aries, how are you? This is September 2015 for you. If I just move this card here for a moment, we're starting off with the Four of Cups. So there's a lot of contemplation going on at the beginning of the month. You may be feeling a little bit disconnected from real life at the beginning of the month, feeling a little bit discontent with the way things are maybe currently in your life, and yet at the same time bored and maybe not feeling motivated to get up and do something, make changes within your life, to go forward. So you need to be patient at this time if you're feeling like this. There is better on the way. It's coming. You can see the Sun card immediately in the future. This is right at the beginning of the month. So if you've got that lack of motivation, that I just want to go lay in bed all day sort of feeling, don't worry about it. It is going to get better very, very soon. Don't concentrate on the past though. Do not concentrate on what's gone wrong in your life. Only concentrate, even if you're sitting there doing nothing, concentrate on what is good in your life, to move forward. If there is any anxious feelings about any offers or opportunities that have come up, you're being asked to have a look at what you've already gained in your life and compare this to the offer that's coming through, the opportunity that's coming through. You need to contemplate on it. You need to see the benefits of it. You need to see the risks of it, and you need to think about it. So for some of you, there's no motivation to move forward at the moment. For some of you, there are opportunities coming in, but instead of jumping right onto that opportunity, you need to have a look at it and contemplate what's going on, and will it be better for you? Will it not be better for you? Weigh up the pros and cons of whatever this offer is that could come in for some of you. Now it's crossed over with the Nine of Wands, so your challenge this is in your challenge position, so your challenge is to be bold, to move forward, to get out of that motivational stagnancy that you may feel yourself in. And that could be a little bit of a challenge for some of you right at the beginning of the month. There is a lot of beneficial gains coming to you that have been brought about by hard work that you've done in the past. These struggles from the past, they've built you up, they've built up your resilience, your character, your confidence, and now is a time to acknowledge that. So now is a time to move forward in that. So, but you need, your challenge is to get into that feeling, get into that role of knowing where you're going, getting up, getting off your bottom, basically at this time. Control and hold on to whatever belief sets you've got at the moment, and protect your own affairs, look after your own things. You've got the knowledge, you've got the mindset now of where you are in life and the ability to succeed at whatever you set your mind to, if you can get into the feeling of being motivated again, which you will do for most of you. Nobody sits on the bottom forever. We all move forward. I think it's just a glitch at the beginning. Some of you are just going to be feeling just a little bit at the beginning of the month, but you will get up and move forward and move into that challenge position of knowing that greater things are coming, and rising above any feelings of shortcomings that you've got, or general boredom within your life at the moment. I think for a lot of you, you've just come out of a period. There's been some hard work. There's been a lot of hard work going on for you. We've got the King of Cups just in the past position. I think there's been a lot of focus on work, on business matters, things like that, and you have been working hard. So maybe right at the beginning of the month you actually feel like you deserve to sit down and just wallow a little bit, and which is fine, but you need to step out of that and rise and take on the challenge of getting motivated again and moving forward. Some of you will have had the King of Cups enter your life recently, a really loving, caring person who has been assisting you or helping you, supporting you in some way. This could have come in, I would imagine it in a relationship sense, that you've come into a relationship with somebody like this, with it being the Cups, so it's been emotional. But it could be you've had support at work from this sort of person. It could have been your boss, it could have been somebody else, but this person has either appeared in your life in the recent past, or you've been the King of Cups. You've been extra caring, you've been extra loving, and you've been helping a lot of people in your recent past, maybe family, friends, partners, people at work, and you've done that in a nice, kind, diplomatic, patient way as well. Now, in your immediate future, which is why you have to not sit on your laurels for too long and know that you've got to get that motivation going, because we've got the Sun directly in the future. It's about you feeling whole and going forward. It's your yes card. It's things are starting to go really well for you. You can see that things are going to come about and start to go really well for you. Really positive. Your plans, your desires, your goals are starting to come to fruition for some of you, and your answer is just a resounding yes. You've got that energy, you've got the optimism at this point moving forward into probably after the first week of the month. It's only going to be for a few days, this procrastination at the beginning, and then you're going to move forward. You're moving into the Sun. This fulfillment is a feeling of wholeness about you, a sense of enjoyment and fun, and enjoying going after the goals that you're going after. It's a really positive stage for you. There is new levels of spiritual maturity for you, new insights into this, and because of this you're now benefiting from that. And there's a focus on all different areas of your life. The Sun is shining really well on relationships with others, and also of learning things yourself, of knowing yourself, of knowing that you have become to know yourself. There's an inner peace. There's a nice, apart from the success and getting on with everybody and everything's brilliant, there's also this beautiful feeling of happiness and an inner peace. Anything that you're thinking of doing in the near future, new ventures, new businesses, changes of position, changes within relationships, are all going to go really well for you. It's an excellent time to begin something new if you want to, if that's what you're thinking of. And you're going to find pleasure in all sorts of things. Any opportunities coming up for you that are presented to you, take them. You will prosper. Things will be good for you. Things are growing and expanding for you, and there's a lot of celebration ahead. So there may be news of marriages, births, moving in together, promotions, happy outcomes with papers, court papers, all sorts of things. It can also be happy reunions with family or people from the past coming back into your life as well, and that will be a happy reunion for you. Now, in your conscious position, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. She's all about vision, intelligence. She's loves beautiful things. She appreciates beautiful things. She loves nature, she loves animals, she's very, very much in touch, not only with herself but with nature around her. And again, anything financial that you're thinking of is going to go well for you, is going to get better for you. It's a very healing card, and she can come up with the solutions to almost any problem. So this is you can come up with the solutions to almost any problem that you've got, because you've got that ability, and you've got that healing ability within you as well. You've got a lot of talents, you've got a lot of hidden talents that may start to come out. You're starting to see these, you're starting to begin to understand exactly the sort of person that you are. And that I think there's been a focus as well maybe on family matters lately. And you're definitely not afraid of hard work, so you know. So maybe it's the calm before the storm at the beginning, where you're like, oh, I can't be bothered, but you are going to get up and you are going to move. For those of you who are feeling like that right at the beginning of the month, because you've already got, even as you're feeling that, you've got the Queen of Coins in your conscious position, and in your subconscious we've got the Devil. So at the back of your mind, even though all of this is going on for some of you, and this is subconscious, so this is probably things that you aren't necessarily aware of, that's going on, that'll come up, those tiny little voices at the back of your head. At the same time, you're wanting to move forward and go forward, and everything's going to be great, and you know it's going to be great, and you know things are going to go really well. You've got the little devil in the background in your subconscious saying, no it's not, no it's not. Tell you what, just go to the bar, have a few more drinks, get that chocolate, get stuff in that chocolate. Hey, let's go gamble a load of money. There is that self-sabotage going on in your subconscious that you may not know about, but you'll just get this urge around the beginning of the month, hey, shall I go and do this? Hey, sod it, let's go and do this. Don't do it. Don't give in to the devil in your subconscious at all. Don't let him tell you that you're off course in your journey going forward, and don't let him drag you off course either. You're on the right course. Don't let him drag you off course in any way. Recognize what is happening around you. If there is anything bad going on around you, make a difference. Don't ignore it. Don't bury your head in the sand. Don't pretend it's not happening. Face it and deal with it. Everything's going to be just fine, going absolutely brilliant going forward. I think that some of you are, along with, you've got a split, you're there, you're bored, you just want to sit around, you want to wallow, you want to go out and drink, you want to go and do things that you probably shouldn't be doing, overindulging in different things. But at the same time, you know that things are going to be good in the future if you get up and find that motivation again to move forward, and you will do that. You will find that you're going forward in a good way, but you have to drag yourself up almost, I feel, for some of you, to get into that feeling of doing that and going forward. And that that motivation is needed. Don't let the devil keep you down in lack of motivation. Whatever needs changing in your life, now is the time to do that, to get towards the sun. And for most of you, you will do that. You will turn any negative situations round into a positive situation, because you've now got the power. You know yourself well enough to be able to know how to deal with most situations and be able to do that. So that's a really it's a good motivator to know that the devil's in the background in your subconscious. Just get up and move, do it, go forward, feel the fear, and you've got that sun in front of you shining really brightly for you, providing you can move forward. And moving on throughout the month and later on in the month, you're starting a journey, you're on a journey, things are happy for you, you've come to the Fool. Number 0, cycle, start of a new cycle. There is still decisions and final choices that you have to make at some point, probably the second half of the month, but by making that decision you've got a new phase of life that's about to begin. Get rid of the old, shift the old out of the way, stop thinking about old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. You've got the sun in your position now, and now you know that now the sun is here, it's time to take on new directions and go with new things. Trust your own judgment on this, very wisely. You are wise, and any projects that you have been thinking about that you move forward into the sun with are going to go really well. And with the Fool as well, it's going to keep you enthusiastic, it's going to keep your happiness up. There's going to be a lot of laughter and spontaneity, especially from the second half of the month going on. And just trust in life, trust in the universe, trust in your guides and your angels. There is a great life journey that can start for some of you, providing you allow it to happen this month. Great change is coming for you. Get your head out of the clouds, face the future, face the reality of the future in a controlled way, in a way that you are wanting to go forward. You've learned a lot of lessons from past mistakes, and you've learned those through experience, and now you're stepping forward into the new. There is decisions to be made, but you will make the right decisions in moving forward. Everything that you learn throughout the month will be something that you learn on a personal basis, learn for yourself. You won't be able to get the answers from anywhere else. You're going to get them from inside you. And you may not know exactly everything that's going to happen in the immediate future, that you might be going on to an unknown path, but knowing that you've got the faith and the trust, spiritual understanding, and everything will be fine and good as you move forward in that. Just trust. Even if you can't see it, go forward in a really good way, and most of you will be. Because we've got the 10 of Pentacles as well, which is gaining things, getting things through your own hard work. It's a result of things that you've put into, things that you've worked hard at, things that you've put purpose and meaning into, and intention, your goals, all coming through and all coming to fruition. There is a lot of blessings coming through to you in the second half of the month, providing you've put the work in to get there. It's going to be a time of comfort, security. There's going to be some material abundance there, possibly for most of you, and a lot of prosperity and a contentment in knowing, and again that inner peace in knowing that it's you that is causing this to happen. It's you that is making these changes going forward. So it's such a good card. There's growth, establishment there for you, and this period of ongoing contentment. Be patient with yourself. If there's any emotional problems or health problems or issues, anything like that, you are healing from it, and you need to be patient with yourself. Have patience, because you are healing from those wounds this month. Very, very much so. Also be just watch your pets, your animals around you as well. Just be make sure they're in good health and they're okay. There could be a slight warning here of maybe pets or animals having to see a vet or go to a vet. Just be aware of that, and keep an eye on them. But that's just such a nice card, and it's, you know, we've got it next to the sun as well, pretty much, so there is happiness and contentment. Yes, and another answer to your questions as well, as in yes. We've got the Justice card, so there is fairness there, there is justice coming to you. Any court papers, any settlements, any papers of any kind that you are going through, that you're having to read, that you're having to deal with, will come out in your favour. Justice will be done. Any choices that you are making the second half of the month, as long as you base them on balance, wisdom, put some planning into them, again weighing up the options. It's very much a Libra card, who is, if you look, actually Libra is your opposite sign. If you go to the reading for Libra, they have also got the 10 of coins in exactly the same place, and very much a similar reading to yours as well. So if you want more clarity, go and look at Libra. But there'll be a lot of weighing, whatever you're weighing up this month, whatever options you're going for this month. Life is fair to you, and it's going to be just. You will get your just rewards for whatever hard work, compassionate fairness you have put into things this month. So it's all about working towards a better life, going in a better direction, and doing that, but doing it in a really balanced way, and knowing that you're doing well, that you're doing good, you're making the changes that you need to. It might seem a slow process at times. Have patience, but you are getting there. You are on the right path. Don't rush things. Take things out, let things unfold, take them at their own pace. You have so much power second half of the month, especially once you've got over the procrastination of the beginning of the month. You've got so much going forward, so much stronger for you. It is absolutely, there's so much growth, I think, in all areas for you. And we're finishing off with the Page of Wands, which is ambition again, personal growth, you being able to create things in your life the way that you want to create things, knowing that you've got the control over what you want to create in your life. There's going to be a lot of new qualities at the end of the month that are going to be available to you, a lot of new tools that you're going to be able to see. Take advantage of all things coming to you to get even more happiness and success at the end of the month. There's new adventures afoot for you. Again, it points to business ventures, it points to projects, doing well at work, making sure that things are a success. Definite new beginnings in most areas in your life, and you will see these as the month go on. You will see things starting to come to fruition. You will see the indications of things, and your guides and your angels will give you the clues and the insight and the messages, and you will see them, and you will know where to go down that road. You'll know which path you are going down. You'll know that if you're slightly off path, you will be redirected onto the right path, which is the best for you. But it's such a good luck outcome for you. So whether you're in a new, whatever it is you're wanting to do during the month, you have got the power within you. You've got luck on your side. You've got that drive and that tenacity to get things done and to move forward with your life in almost every area this month. And as I say, sometimes it might seem like a little bit of a drag. It might seem like you haven't got enough patience, it's not going fast enough for you, although I think for a lot of you this month things will go pretty fast. There will be a lot of changes, but things are going well. And again, it points to business, it points to contacts, contracts, signing of agreements, things like that being successful as well, and victory. So it's really well. Anything that you need to look into deeply, you will be able to do at the end of the month. You will be able to do that, and anything you need to put a stop to, you'll be able to put a stop to. Any important relationships in your life that need to be analysed and looked into deeply, that maybe aren't going so well, by the end of the month you will have the strength to be able to do this, and you'll be able to deal with it in a good way as well by the end of the month. So that is your reading for this month, Aries. A little bit deeper. Whenever I get this pack of cards out, it always sort of goes deeper. So I hope you enjoy it. Have a fantastic month. It certainly sounds like you're going to. So, okay, Aries, bye. Namaste, blessings and light.